right, Nico, I'm ready for a play date. What the heck happened to Nico's house? Oh my gosh, this looks so bad. I think it was griefed or something. What the? Wait, do you think Nico knew there was diamonds in his house? Anyway, that's not the point. No, this is absolutely terrible. And wait, why are there heads in here? Okay, that must just be part of the griefer. There's nothing really in these chests except these, ooh, creative water. Wait, is this water that turns you into creative mode? Yeah, well, that's kind of neat to have, but, oh, Nico's nowhere in sight. Maybe he's still at work or something. I think he went on an adventure with Cash and Zoe, but, oh, he can't come to this house. This is terrible. Okay, I got an idea. We're gonna drink this potion, and we're gonna rebuild his house. And now we're in creative, and we have to make this house very beautiful, and we only have 10 minutes to do it, so we're gonna have to be very quick. Let's start with getting a wand. All right, we're gonna clear everything here, because honestly, we should just start from scratch. It kind of looks really bad. There we go. Now we have nothing except for this hole, which we're gonna have to fix, but it'll be fixed before you're able to even subscribe. That's right, we're gonna fix this hole before you subscribe, so if you want to try beating me, there we go. I told you we'd be faster than you guys subscribing, but oh my god! All right, now that all those seeds are gone, we have nothing here, and we're gonna have to start scratch. So let's build Nico the perfect house. And the first thing a house needs is a door, but this one is going to have 2 doors like this. Actually, no, maybe 1 door is the way to go. And I'm thinking before we place this door, we're gonna need some block. Let's grab all of Nico's favorite colors, which is just a bunch of blue stuff. So we can grab a blue terracotta. All right, we got our blue palette, and now we're gonna want to build it kind of looking like him. All right, so let's start with building Nico's legs, and let's make this house just like Nico, but honestly, ice is probably not the way to go. Let's use light blue wool. Let's build 1 leg over here, just like this, and we're gonna need another leg all the way over here. So let's copy it real quick. There we go. Now we got 2 start up. We're gonna have to build this up just like a leg, though. All right, now we have 2 Nico leg towers, which is good, but we're gonna need like his body. So let's grab this and build an area just connecting the legs, kind of like a torso, but more so like a pelvis, I guess. Also, we need a place to connect down here, so let's build a floor here. There we go. Now we're gonna have to build this up as well, which will be super easy with commands because I can just click here, click all the way over here, and boom, there we go. All right, it's looking not too bad, but honestly, I think his body's a little bit bigger, so let's increase it just by 3 blocks works. There we go. I kind of see the vision. Do you guys see it? Comment down below if this is starting to look like Nico. I don't think it is, though, because it kind of looks like an Among Us, and I don't really want to do that. So let's build his arms, and let's make him, like, doing a very funny pose. There we go. That is 1 arm, and, well, okay, this looks a little goofy, but trust me, let me cook. I'm certain this is going to look good. There we go. We got 2 arms, and now we just need to build up to a neck area, and then build his face. There we go. Now we have his torso, and we got to build his face, which is the most intricate part. So we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to have to build this area down here. Let's make 2 doorways here. We're also going to need to use a floor, and I think this light blue glazed terracotta is the floor we should use. I mean, just look at it. It's a little fancy, and I know Nico likes fancy stuff. I mean, he drives fancy cars all the time, and I'm so jealous. All right, let's build some doors over here like this, and we're going to need some stairs to go up. So let's grab this lapis brick stairs, which kind of just looks like a wood, to be honest. But if we do this and build it this way, then we'll have a very good staircase. There we go. Now we have a staircase, and we got to copy it on this side. So let's do that real quick. Now we have the inside of his house, but it's not very big, and that's because we need to add something over here. I think we need to add a little backpack to him. So let's build a backpack out of dark blue wool. Make the outline of the backpack first. There we go. That looks about right, but we're going to need to extend it a lot more. There we go. Now we have the outline of the backpack, but we're going to need to add some straps so it stays around his back. Actually, let's just do it like this, and then we'll have it wrap around him just like a backpack would. There we go. Now he has a backpack, but it's kind of empty over here. In fact, there's kind of a way out. We're going to have to seal this up real quick with a super easy command that I've been using this entire time. There we go, and now it's perfect. He has a little backpack. We'll work on some extra details on that in a little bit. But before that, we need to make an entrance into his backpack, which I believe is right here. There we go, and now he has a lot more space in his room. Oh, it looks like it could be a double door because now he has a backpack, so we can add more rooms here, but we're going to have to start by going down here out of his leg again and finishing his head because it doesn't really look like Nico yet. To start with the head, we're going to need a good square. Let's start here and grab one over here as well. There we go. That looks about right, but we're going to need to add his little features. So let's make everything 2 pixels wide. We're going to need to do his eyes. It looks like he has yellow wool eyes. I haven't actually stared at his eyes very much. All right, now let's build his eyes up just like this. Actually, he has very small eyes. Okay, his eyes are looking fine, but he has hair and eyebrows. So we're going to need different types of wool. The black wool is going to go over to be his eyebrows, and then we need his brown wool to be his hair. So everyone knows that Nico has brown hair. There we go. It's starting to already shape up just a little bit. We're also going to need to build his goggles, which we're going to make out of gold. Okay, I got a really good idea. Let me cook. First, we got to place okay, let's make these a little bit out. Now that we have his goggles, we're going to use this window, and we can have like a way looking out later. It's going to look really good, but before that, we're going to need to finish up this hair. All right, now that we have his hair done, which looks a little goofy, honestly, let's move this all down a little bit. There we go. That's much better. Now we're going to need to add his little hood. So let's grab this again. He has a hood that goes above his hair, kind of like he's wearing a onesie or something. There we go. And on the side, he has a little bit of skin and hair left over here, and then it's mainly a hood. All right, now let's just add the finishing touches, which are going to be done in 3, 2, and there we go. We have Nico, and it looks a little bit goofy, but trust me, we'll fix it up as we go. But let's go work on the inside real quick, because yes, it looks good that he's out there, but it kind of looks dumb if on the inside there's nothing, you know? When he walks in here, this is going to be his main living room, and a main living room has some really cool things like this sofa, a TV, a much smaller sofa, a arcade cabinet, and also a plant over here. So I know how much Nico likes having plants in his house. This is looking already so good, but we're going to need to work on this room. I think this can be a handful of rooms. One, we're going to have to build some walls. So let's grab this blue wool and build a wall here. Make this a separate room. We're going to make this like a storage area. Over here, we're going to make this a room like this. That way we can have a staircase going up. All right, we're going to need some of these stairs again so we can walk in here just like this. And we're going to need a few doors. Here we go. This looks like a good door. It is blue, and I know Nico really likes the color blue. So in this room, we're going to have a bunch of storage stuff. We're going to need to build a roof, though. So in this room, we're going to add some barrels, a chest, a crafting table, and an armor stand for all of his armor. But we're going to have to add a little bit more barrels. So let's add a barrel here, and one there. Now he has a lot of storage, and he can put his armor here. So that makes this room good. But this room, we're going to have to make something a little better. In here, we're going to make a bathroom with a sink, a mirror, a toilet, and a sussy trash can. Perfect. And that's a good bathroom. We're also going to need a ladder for right up here so we can get to more rooms. We're going to have a little hallway that connects to different rooms. All right, now that we have the hallway here, we're going to need a kitchen. So let's make it so we have a wall here. No, that wall is a little too close. So we'll put a wall here, which connects into an opening area with an open concept place right here, which will be the little kitchen and the eating area. All right, now that we have the kitchen built, we're going to need, well, actually, I just thought, what if we have a window here? That way we can see the rest of the house. There's not a whole lot to see here just yet. We have a window now, but we're going to have to place all of these cooking things, like these cabinets, this cutting board, this fridge, this sink over here. And honestly, this looks good, but we have some room over here. So let's add Nico's favorite fruits and vegetables. That way he'll always have something to cook with. Perfect. And now over here in our open kitchen, we're going to have a table, which will obviously be blue. We're going to put some chairs so we can have all of his friends hanging out at the same time. 4 chairs, I think, is more than enough. And over here, we're going to have to add more ladders so we can get to the upper areas. And yes, it's a little unsafe, but I'm sure Nico is very, very cautious. Anyway, now that we're up here, we're going to need to add more doors. So let's, oh, I forgot we had to put these doors. Actually, let's get a different type of door. I think these warped glass doors are way better here and for up here. There we go. Now we're going to have the master bedroom suite. Let's start with this big giant bed for him. This bedside cabinet can go on each side here. We'll have a lamp on the bedside cabinet, a sofa right here, and a desk over here so we can have his gaming setup. Perfect. I'm sure he's really going to like this, but we can add a little more spice. Let's add a carpet here so we can add a little bit of depth to the room. And we're going to add his favorite Bonnie plushie right here. I'm pretty sure Nico's favorite animatronic is Bonnie, but if you guys can comment what his favorite animatronic is, that'll help me a lot. Perfect. His room is looking very good. Let's open this and okay, I forgot we did not place the floor. All right, now that the floor is here, which connects to his arms, we can have some really cool things going here. All right, first things first, we're going to need a ladder to get up to his headroom. And then we're going to have to build something here, but I'm not really sure. So comment down below what we should put here and we'll get back to that. Now that we're at his head, we're going to have to build the most vital thing ever, a brain. So let's build this brain just like this. And we're going to make it a little bit brain shaped. I don't actually know how a brain looks, but I'm sure I can figure it out because I mean, I have a brain. You'd think that my brain would know what a brain looked like. There we go. Now his brain is here, which is going to act more so like a little porch for him to look outside in the beautiful town around. Is that McDonald's over there? I think it is. But we're gonna need a way to get into the brain, and that's where the brain stem comes. With the brain stem going down here, we have another spot for a ladder. He's gonna need a lot more stuff in his head, and I think his head should have really cool things like a bunch of arcade cabinets, a ball pit, some drawing tables, and a skateboard. That way he's always thinking about fun. Unless he's gonna need a break from all the content creation he does. I mean, he works so hard, and he'll be able to look out at everything and just have a great time in his head. Now that we're down here again, we're gonna have to look at the comments and see what they thought. Wait, a garage? What do you mean a garage? That makes no sense. How is he gonna get cars down here? But okay, if that's what you guys want, here are all Nico's very cool. Oh, they're looking the wrong way. Okay, well, let's just back it up a little bit. Back it up, back it up! All right, let's ignore the fact that that happened, and let's build a bunch of cars here, and he's gonna need a way to get out, and I'm already 5 steps ahead of you guys. There we go, slime block. So when he takes his car out, it's just gonna bounce, and he's gonna take no damage. Boy, oh. You know what? I'm sure that will work. I'm sure that's fine. But in the other arm, we're gonna need something a lot cooler. Also, gotta replenish his cars. Oh, I'm not really sure why the car is on the wall, but that's not really in my pay grade. Over here, we're gonna put a very cool observatory area. That way he'll be able to look over into the beautiful fields of nothingness. This really must be Wyoming or something, but that doesn't matter because it's gonna look very nice if we put a sofa here. There we go. Now he has a place to sit and look at this farm, and there's really nothing there, unfortunately, but it is a good room, and that's what you guys suggested. So it kind of looks like his house is almost done. There we go. I think his house is looking good. It looks very cute on the inside, ignoring that little thing here. So let's go do a tour. If you remember, we started with some leg doors, which have a staircase up to the main room where he can watch TV, play this arcade game, and sit down on a couch. Over here is his main area where he has his storage and where he can place all of his armor and stuff, and the toilet so he can go to the washroom. Now, it kind of sucks that the toilet's all the way down here. You have to do a lot of climbing to get to it, but I'm sure that's okay. So over here, we have a kitchen, which looks very nice, and we have a place for him to hang out with all of his friends. And then up here is the master bedroom with his gaming setup, his favorite plushie, and a bunch of minimalistic looking stuff. But that's not all. We have his garage with his floating cars and a little lookout here, but we even have another lookout because in his head is all his favorite activities like the ball pit, which we should get rid of that. The arcade cabinets, skating, drawing, and up on the brain, we have all of his thoughts, but also a place where he can just turn his brain off and look outside at the beautiful world. And I'm sure Nico's gonna love this build, but if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Jolly, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!